Why the big grin? Did you strike gold or something?
Grin is an understatement. This morning, I witnessed a historic event.
Don't tell me gas prices dropped again.
Too basic.
Did you win the lottery then?
Still not on that level.
Or did some generous soul clear your debt?
Seriously, this is way rarer than that.
Now you're starting to scare me. Out with it.
Someone just confessed to me.
Haha, what? You?
Who else could it be?
Wait, hold on. Let me take a sip of water to process this.
Hey, what's with that reaction? You're acting like I just announced the discovery of aliens.
Well, to me, those two are pretty much the same thing.
All right, here's how it went. This morning, I was waiting to buy banh mi in front of our old school.
A fairly normal start. Go on.
Suddenly, someone walked up to me.
And then?
They shyly asked, "Are you, Alex?"
Still within normal limits?
Then, they looked me straight in the eyes and said they've liked me for a really long time.
Whoa, pause for a hot second.
What is it?
Is this some kind of new high-tech scam?
I swear, my mind went to the exact same place.
Right? You have to keep your guard up these days.
Alarm bells were ringing in my head. I was thinking, is this a financial scam? Are they trying to sell me insurance?
Or inviting you to a get-rich-quick in 7 days seminar.
Exactly, but it wasn't that at all.
So, what happened next?
Their face turned bright red, and their hands were shaking as they held a paper bag.
Oh, that actually sounds quite genuine.
Then they said they've been quietly following my social media for the past 2 years.
2 years? That is true dedication.
Yeah, meanwhile, I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
I'm not surprised. With your goldfish brain, what else is new?
They said they like my smile because it radiates positive energy.
Well, I'll give you that. You do smile a lot, though sometimes you look a bit goofy.
And they even like the way I talk.
Now that detail makes me a bit suspicious.
And especially, they like how kind I am.
Be honest, how much did you pay them to act out this scene?
You do me wrong. It was completely free, straight from a sincere heart.
A true miracle.
At that moment, I froze for 10 seconds.
Only 10 seconds? I would have expected you to turn to stone.
All right, realistically, it was about half a minute. My mind went completely blank. I had no idea how to react.
So what did you actually end up saying?
I blurted out, Are you sure?"
Oh my goodness. Oh, Alex, seriously.
What? I was really flustered right then.
Someone gathers a lifetime's worth of courage to confess to you, and you interrogate them like a quality control inspector?
Well, it was just so sudden, and I actually followed it up with another question.
You doubled down? What did you ask?
I asked, "Did you mistake me for some other Alex?"
Haha! Oh my gosh, I can't with you. Classic Alex mood killer style.
Don't laugh. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a mix-up.
How did they react?
They smiled and listed off a bunch of my legendary moments to prove it.
Like what? Give me an example.
Like the day I clumsily spilled an entire cup of coffee on my white shirt.
That one is classic. You looked like you just came back from battle.
And even the time I walked into the women's restroom by mistake.
Oh, they knew about that too? That's mortifying.
There's more. They even remembered the party where I sang karaoke horribly out of tune.
Please, stop. That's a dark memory that humanity should permanently erase.
But they actually found all of that very endearing.
Oh, that actually sounds really sweet.
Yeah, at that moment I realized, the times we feel the most foolish and clumsy can actually be the reason someone appreciates us.
Wow, did you take the wrong medicine today? That's surprisingly deep and philosophical of you.
I have to get a little deep sometimes.
So how did you answer them?
I could only offer my most sincere thanks.
Just that? No green light or any other response?
Well, I was caught off guard. I wasn't mentally prepared. But they smiled and said they just wanted to get it off their chest, no pressure.
That's a very mature and respectful way to handle it.
I really respected them for that.
What about you? What are you going to do?
It's kept me thinking about it all day since I got home.
Thinking about whether to say yes or not.
No, I'm wondering, is there anyone else out there secretly crushing on me?
I take back my compliment, give you a tiny bit of encouragement, and your narcissism flares right back up.
You've got to have confidence. A confession has the power to change a person, you know?
Change them into being overconfident, maybe. But joking aside, it must feel really special to know someone has been quietly watching over you for 2 years.
Exactly. It's a very warm feeling.
It's strange how life has these unbelievable surprises. Someone can patiently spend 2 years just liking one person,
Yeah, it's really sweet.
while someone else spends 2 years retaking a single subject and still can't pass.
Hey, are you taking a jab at me or poking fun at yourself?
Both of us, neither of us, is alone.
Haha, there's really no escaping it.
But hey,
Yeah?
I was just thinking, if one day someone suddenly came up and confessed to me like that,
I'd have an ambulance standing by.
what? Why would you call an ambulance?
Just in case you pass out on the spot from the sheer shock.
Wow, have some faith. But thinking about it, that actually makes sense.
You'd probably ask them, "Are you sure?" Just like I did, right?
You'd probably ask them, "Are you sure?" Just like I did, right?
Like what?
I'd ask, "What's your prescription? Do you need me to take you to get your eyes checked?"
Haha, please. If they heard that, they'd run away instantly.
But at least they'd remember that conversation forever, right?
Well, just like my story from this morning.
Exactly. A story that'll give me a good laugh all week.
As for me, I'll probably want to hide my face from everyone for a month out of embarrassment.
Speaking of unforgettable, traumatic experiences,
Are we talking about my confession this morning again?
get over yourself, mister.
What is it then?
The most annoying subject of the week, obviously.
Oh, you can tell just by looking at my face that I survived 3 agonizing hours of math.
That sounds normal. Everyone has to take math.
Normal for regular people, but for me, it's a literal battle for survival.
Haha, you're exaggerating.
I'm serious. I open the textbook. The formulas stare at me. I stare at the formulas.
And then?
We stare longingly at each other for 10 minutes, only to realize we don't belong together.
What topic are you on that's making things this tragic?
The part where letters and Greek symbols appear way more than actual numbers.
Just advanced calculus.
No, that is an alien code sent to Earth. I'm absolutely sure of it.
You always love to blame external factors.
Yesterday, the teacher filled 3 entire blackboards. I was so diligent, I wrote down every single character.
Hey, that's progress.
Yeah, except when I got home and opened it, I couldn't understand a single thing I wrote.
Well, at least your handwriting is nice.
That was the only highlight of my entire class.
But for me this week, the most frustrating subject was physics.
Oh, why? I thought you really liked that class.
I used to until it betrayed me.
How did it betray you?
I thought I just needed to memorize the laws. Turns out the test was all about logical reasoning and random real-world applications.
Poor you. It's like preparing yourself to play soccer.
And then walking onto the field only to be told to perform ballet, right? Pure bitterness.
At least your class was peaceful. This week, my class had an epic fail moment.
Let's hear it.
The teacher had just asked a highly difficult question, and while the whole room was dead silent, this guy raised his hand in a flash.
Wow, what admirable enthusiasm for learning.
The teacher was thrilled and called on him right away.
And did he give an amazing answer?
No, he stood up and confidently said, "Teacher, I don't know the answer."
Haha. What? Then why did he raise his hand?
He said, "I've been sitting for too long and felt stiff, so I just raised my hand to stretch."
Haha. What a legend. Truly a legendary way to handle things.
The whole class laughed so hard the room shook, but you have to give him a 10 out of 10 for honesty and courage.
What about you? How would you define the subject you fear most?
The pop quiz subject.
There's no subject called that.
To me, it's an entire horror major. You're happily chatting away, and then the teacher gently says, "Put all your books and papers away."
Oh, the most damaging phrase of your school years.
At that point, my heart beats faster than a 5G Wi-Fi connection.
I get it. Normally, when we're playing, our brains run at full capacity.
Yes, right after class, we're suddenly geniuses. But the moment the test is handed out, our brains instantly delete themselves, like they never existed.
Once, I was so dazed that I read the exam questions 3 times and still didn't understand anything.
And then, did you just give up?
No, it was only on the 4th try that I realized I was reading the scratch paper of the person next to me.
Haha. Oh my god, peak confusion. That is nothing. I have a self-sabotage moment that made school history.
Tell me quickly, I need my daily dose of laughter.
That day, the teacher asked a very basic theory question. Confident, I stood right up to answer.
And you got it completely wrong, didn't you?
If I was just wrong, it wouldn't have been so bad. But I went ahead and confidently explained and analyzed it for a solid 5 minutes.
Oh no.
And the more I explained, the further from reality I got. Eventually, the teacher had to cut in and gently ask, "Are you inventing a new branch of knowledge for humanity, Alex?"
Haha, that was top-tier teasing. Did you want to sink into the floor right then?
I just wished there was a hole I could crawl into. Talk about major embarrassment.
But hey, look on the bright side. You helped the whole class stay awake during a stressful lecture.
Yeah, I sacrificed my image for the team.
But honestly, the scariest part of school is walking out of the exam room feeling super confident,
Yes, exactly. Feeling like you're about to bring home a perfect score.
only to get the paper back and realize that confidence was a total illusion.
A tragedy we all share. But looking back later, these will probably be classic stories we tell our kids for a good laugh, right?
Definitely, though mostly we'll be laughing to keep from crying. Hey, if you had to choose now between a pop math quiz and listening to a stranger confess their feelings, which one are you picking?
No brainer. Of course, I'd choose the confession.
That was quick. Didn't even think about it?
At least during a confession, they say wonderful things and flatter me to no end.
And the math quiz?
It just ruthlessly splashes cold water on my face and exposes the harsh reality.
The most practical answer of the day.
Anyway, take a sip of coffee to recharge.
Drink up and brace yourself.
Brace myself for next week's scary subject.
No, brace yourself to hear about the weirdest, most ridiculous dream I had last night.
Sounds intriguing.
It's so absurd, it makes your math test score look completely reasonable.
In that case, I am all ears.
Last night, I had the most bizarre dream.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are we talking?
Easily 100.
Now I'm hooked, tell me quickly.
In the dream, I suddenly became the mayor.
Fancy. Mayor of which city? New York or Paris?
No, mayor of a city of cats.
Huh? What? Did I hear that right?
A cat city! All the citizens were cats, but they weren't just ordinary cats.
Oh yeah? Could they fly?
Way cooler. They wore elegant suits, rode bicycles to work every morning, and gathered to discuss tuna price fluctuations on the market.
Sounds like a very stable and thriving economy built on a rich source of protein.
But the peace didn't last long. A crisis of the century struck.
What happened? An invasion by hostile forces?
No, someone actually dared to steal the giant fish cake, the city's sacred treasure.
Intense. So, how did the great Mayor Emma handle it?
I immediately formed a Super Cat Special Forces team to track down the thief. And guess who the captain was?
Who? Don't tell me it was me.
Exactly! You were a chubby, super cute orange tabby cat.
Wait, why an orange cat? And did I look cool?
You looked cool, but unfortunately, you were also a bit silly.
Hey,
I'm serious. While the whole team was stressed out solving the crime, you spent 2 whole hours just chasing your own tail.
slander. This is pure slander. I object.
I'm the mayor here. Objection overruled.
So, did my Orange Cat Special Forces team catch the culprit in the end?
Before you could, I was woken up by a car horn outside. Such a shame.
What an anticlimactic ending. But speaking of dreams, I also had a dream about being a great superhero.
Appointing yourself as a superhero saving the world again?
Of course. But my superpower was a bit unusual. I could turn anything I touched into bread.
What? The chairs, the tables, the cars, all turned into bread?
Yes, the whole city was constantly filled with the warm aroma of butter and baked dough.
Actually sounds delicious. So who was your villain? Thanos?
No, my arch nemesis was a giant potato aiming to rule the world by forcing humanity to eat healthy vegetables forever.
Wow. What a wholesome villain.
But to a carb lover like me, that was a disaster. I leaped into battle and used my superpower to turn him into bread.
Haha, the most useless superpower in superhero movie history. So who saved you?
The usual savior, the loud ringing of my alarm clock.
It's pretty funny. Maybe our brains work so hard during the day that they just goof off at night. Once, I dreamed I was in a running race,
Running a race sounds normal enough.
but my opponents were a flock of ducks. They waddled incredibly fast, and even running at full speed, I finished second behind a chubby duck.
That duck must have had track and field genes. But here's the classic nightmare I always get, dreaming about final exams.
Oh, everyone has had that one. Was the test too hard to complete?
Way scarier. I arrived at the school, but I couldn't find my exam room anywhere.
And then you started running around in a panic?
Exactly. I just opened random classroom doors. But bizarrely, the first door led to a sunny beach, the second to a tiger enclosure at the zoo, and the third opened right into this cafe.
Really? Was I there in the dream?
Of course, you were sitting here relaxed, sipping coffee, and told me, "Why are you stressing over exams? Today is Sunday."
That's a very reassuring dream.
The weirdest part was when I woke up, checked the calendar on my phone, and it actually was Sunday.
The human brain is truly fascinating and foolish at the same time.
But I love silly dreams like that. They make life so much less boring.
Yeah, turning the impossible into shared laughter.
Looking back, the week really flew by, didn't it?
It did. A whole roller coaster of emotions.
From the surprising and awkward confession this morning,
To the haunting homework and tests from our least favorite subjects.
and ending with unrealistic, funny dreams.
But in the end, all the stress and exhaustion melt away when we catch up like this. It shows that with the right person and a good cup of coffee, even the dullest things become interesting.
So, what's our takeaway for this week, Mayor?
First, if someone finds the courage to confess to you, appreciate it and thank them sincerely.
Second, if you face a tough subject, don't lose heart, just do your best to survive the storm for now.
And third, if you dream of a city of cats wearing suits tonight,
Write it down immediately. Who knows, maybe it'll become $1 million movie script later.
or simply proof that we need to go to sleep earlier and drink less coffee.
Spot on. A weird but fun week, right?
Definitely fun. Same time next week at our usual spot?
Sure, as long as I don't get kidnapped by a suit-wearing cat mayor in my dreams.
Don't worry, if that happens, I'll send the silly Orange Cat Special Forces team to rescue you right away.
I'll pass. Thanks, bread superhero. Hey, you've been teasing me way too much.